Hey everybody, Swamp Girl here. I am in one of our non-releasable gopher tortoise pens. We have Kiwi here, and you can see Hickey's butt in the background. Hey bro, Hickey. Anyway, they are here to help us tell you about a gopher tortoise story. And this is one that we definitely see fairly often. It doesn't normally escalate to this point, but is definitely something I think everyone can learn from. So here we go with our gopher tortoise story from Reptile and Amphibian Rehabilitation. So this guy had found a gopher tortoise that was hit by a car, and which is great. This is good. He wanted to find help, and so he went to his local veterinary clinic. And one thing that people don't realize is not all veterinary clinics accept wildlife or even exotic animals. So a lot of times they are met with frustration because they won't accept them there. Basically, a veterinary clinic also has to have a wildlife rehabilitator's license to work on wildlife, and not everyone possesses that license. So that's where a lot of times we have that problem. So basically what happened is that, of course, the front desk staff said, well, you can't bring the tortoise here, thank you for finding help, but you're going to need to find a licensed wildlife rehabilitator facility to take the tortoise. And of course, at that point, he didn't agree with that answer and began to get very angry. And he proceeded to tell them, no, you're taking this tortoise, this is what you do, you're a vet clinic, you're taking care of animals, which is true, but not all to that extent. So they were just, they're just not able to take the gopher tortoise. So basically, as they went back and forth, things escalated. He started to act violent, gave some very choice words to the front staff, to the point where they were starting to fear that he was going to do something that could hurt them or even the tortoise. So it got to the point where they basically just said, hey, look, just put the tortoise down, leave it here, and please go away. It just got to that point. And which is very sad. It's sad that it got to that point. They then reached out. They didn't know who to go to, so they down the line they heard that we do reptiles, and that's what we specialize in. And so of course they contacted us, and we got some arrangements to get the tortoise from them. But unfortunately, in all of that situation, we have no contact information. So we don't know where the tortoise was found because he never said anything. He was just angry. He never left his name and phone number, of course. So we can't contact him and say, hey, where did you find this big, beautiful, adult female, probably 30 plus years old. Here's a quick picture so you can kind of see this beautiful big animal here. And we can't get her home. Her injuries, she's better, she's doing really well. They were actually fairly minor. So now she can't go home. She has to go to a weight recipient site. And that's kind of sad. It's good that we have a recipient site she can go to, but these sites aren't going to be available forever, and we don't want to have to use these sites unless we have to. And it's still stressful on the animal either way. Either way, it's stressful on them to move them like that. So all in all, I think what we can take from stories like this is, and again, we see it all the time, is definitely try to look for that licensed wildlife rehabilitator. Be friendly with these people, be friendly with us. We're all just trying to help, and a lot of us are stressed out to our max. So please just take that moment, and also support what we do. Wildlife rehabilitation is hard, especially when you're dealing with reptiles. No, they're not furry and feathery, but they need the support too. So please go to our Operation RRRCORA, Project RRRCORA Facebook page, as well as our website, and share this video, and help support us in building a facility that's going to specialize in rescuing these animals and their conservation and the research that backs that conservation, and we need it. So there is that fun story. Thank you, Kiwi and Frohickey, for helping us out telling this story. Stay tuned, we have a lot more where that came from.